fuck that groundhog. That dude was off this year. All right,
that groundhog died.
One of them died. Yeah, died and. Yeah, so that was the sign that
the
something
guy who
was off.
Getting it right all those years, he's the one who died.
Yeah, some could say that they silenced him because he was gonna say that summer was coming early or spring was coming early, because it's been getting awfully.
Are you saying Big Winter took him out?
Big Winter, yeah, Big Winter. They gotta sell those jackets. They gotta sell that salt for the roads.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of the One Up Podcast. Because we just can't stop doing specials, just constantly. We had our Crystal special, we had our Valentine's Day special. We're doing a Black History Month special because why not? We care about the communities, we care about bringing people together, we care about celebrating our differences. You have to acknowledge and celebrate your differences. It's important. People forget about that. They try to say they don't see colors. They don't care if you're brown, purple, black, yellow. You have to see and celebrate. That's the whole point of this. We're a big, colorful group of people. What's that, Dale?
You could say our community is colorful too.
It is. Very colorful community.
Yeah. I love it.
Especially rocking that purple and blue One Up Podcast color. With us, as always, we have the one, the only, DJ Doughy Fresh.
Hi, guys. Hi.
And we've got our perpetual man on the bottom, our foundation, holding it down. Got Pucho.
Or holding us up.
Holding us up, too. Lifting us up.
What's that guy's name? That guy that's holding the world up?
Atlas.
Atlas, and Pucho is our Rock of Gibraltar. I was looking at that today. There's an airport right next to the Rock of Gibraltar. That's crazy.
Why were you looking at that today?
Well, yeah. And what's crazy about it?
Some people say that this podcast will never falter like the Rock of Gibraltar.
Damn.
Okay.
People have some faith in us. We've been getting some comments. We appreciate every single one. They're awesome. We've got some support. It's a little bit different than our Nas days when we got a lot of comments and there wasn't a lot of support there.
This guy hates hip hop. I said, damn.
I know, that was funny. Apparently, I hate hip hop. The hater of hip hop.
What's up with all the 8s? This album is a 9 at least. Shout out to that guy. Shout out to all the comments. Hate. It makes us better. Look at how we came with the Corday that nobody cared about. We just came harder with it. Some would say we should just not give a fuck and things will go very well.
Exactly.
That Corday was fun though. I liked the way that we broke that one down. That one was that was a lot of fun.
I feel like we winged the whole Nas album. And we got a lot of views and all of that. And then we took the Corday album super seriously because of the criticism from the Nas album. That's what we got. Nothing. So, that's exactly just nothing.
So all I know.
The lesson here, folks, is never prepare for anything. That's a terrible lesson.
Sometimes less is more. Sometimes
only do Nas album reviews. The next Nas album, we're going to review that. So we're going to be first. Okay.
Our most popular audio podcast, the Nas album.
Yeah, it did some numbers, right?
Yeah. We
also
average about
Nas.
five plays on our audio, and Nas came in at a whopping 22. Okay,
ooh,
so
that's a big increase.
Relative numbers.
It's a big increase. You just look at straight pure math.
Before that, it was what? Tidy Whities? We were chasing that Tidy Whitey. Oh, what type of algorithm is that to chase?
You were on that. You were like, we got to do more like the Tidy Whities. Like, how?
What is that even? What does that mean?
So we did an underwear episode. Let's do socks. Then next we could go to ties. And then it's like, where the fuck do you go from there?
Cock rings.
How did you guys learn how to tie a tie?
The YouTube, actually. My brother was the first one that tried to teach me how to tie a tie, and it never stuck. I was just in high school. I was just like, just tie it, just tie this thing on me, and I'm done. But yeah,
There's
YouTube.
A woman taught me how to tie my tie on YouTube. This white girl, this blonde white chick. She's not even wearing a dress shirt. She's just her, and she just ties a tie. Something about her explaining it. All the other videos, it wasn't clicking. The way she thought about making this video, perfect way. I'm like, all right, I could do this. Now I can type, I can do a half, a Windsor, double Windsor, whatever, Windsor knot.
I was gonna ask how you tie your tie, because I think I do a half Windsor.
Everybody does a half.
Yeah, Windsor. that's the easiest one. That's the go-to one, right?
You do a double Windsor.
It's an easy one. Yeah, I don't know.
The half Windsor is the easiest.
Yeah, the half Windsor is the one you just flip and flip and flip. Done.
Yeah.
So
now, the double Windsor is the perfect triangle. Nobody makes that shit. You always make the lopsided triangle. You know?
That's why you all do the lazy one. Yeah. But it's still better than the clip-on.
Can't tell. Yeah. So the way I learned how to tie a tie is my dad has taught me how to tie a tie about 1,000 times, and I've just still never learned. Okay. So I have a bunch of ties that are there that he's pre-made for me. Okay?
No way.
They're hanging. If I ever have to use them, you just squeeze my head back in there and then I tighten it and I'd be looking good. All right?
Oh my God.
This is a secret I have never shared with the world.
I'm going to send you the video. I guarantee this woman will have you tying a tie. It took me like a month or two of just keep on doing it.
Pucho only probably has maybe like 2 or 3 excuses a year to wear a tie in pre-COVID times, right? He's set for the rest of his life with those pre-tied ties.
I got like 6 of them just pre-tied hanging over there. Just waiting for the day I got to squeeze my bald head in there. My dad's been holding it down. I remember the first times I had to wear a tie regularly was for football practice.
You know, they were like, I remember that.
You got to dress formal for some stupid fucking reason, okay? And then, since the 10th grade, the ties have been holding me down. I still got ties from 10th grade tied, hanging in the closet.
That's impressive.
And they're good.
Friend of the podcast, Jesus, does not wear ties. He is a no-go tie guy.
Isn't he our fashion boy? Isn't he our Mr. Fashion in our little group too?
Mr. Dior. Dior down to his boxer briefs.
I feel like he would be the one most likely out of any of us to have an extensive tie collection.
Right? You would think.
He has an extensive sock collection.
Yes.
We'll bring him on for the tidy socks episode.
tidy whitey socks.
Don't tell me about your week, man. How you been doing?
My week was actually surprisingly extra long and extra good. New York is doing something. Fuck that groundhog. That dude was off this year, all right?
That groundhog died.
One of them died, yeah. Died and yeah, so that was the sign that
the
something
guy who
was off.
Getting it right all those years, he's the one who died.
Yeah. Some could say that they silenced him because he was gonna say that, summer was coming early or spring was coming early. Because it's been getting
Are you saying Big Winter took him out?
Big Winter. Yeah, Big Winter. They gotta sell those jackets. They gotta sell that salt for the roads. You know what I mean? It's Big Winter coming out. So it's been getting warm. It's been nice. People have been coming out. And when it gets this warm, you start to actually believe in God. You're like, yo, the world is just a beautiful place after you've been stuck in your house forever. You're just like, oh, this is everybody's happy, in a good mood. And then it's back to 30-degree weather. And we're like, all right, here we go. So that was nice. I met up with one of my old friends yesterday. And that was a small adventure because I almost got kicked out of my favorite bar. Like, they almost banned me. Let's just say, if Supreme was at the front door and I did what I did last night, I probably would be banned from the bar.
Is this a podcast story you can share? Because I'm so curious now.
Yeah, so my friend that came, also friend of the pod, Justin, he came down and he wanted to link up. It's been like almost 10 years since I seen him. So I was nervous to see him, and it was nice. I had a really good time. He, from Florida, did not have his vaccination card on him.
Oh, no.
So I tried to get him in the bar with some sneaky shit. They came up with a plan, and I was like, here, just take my ID and take my phone and see if you can get in. And that dude, that security guy was like, it was hilarious. He looked at it, and he's like, hold on, that's that other nigga. It's like, that's not even you. That's it. That's that other guy. And so then he saw me, and he's like, you come here all the time, so I don't even know why you're trying to do something like this. He's like, I shouldn't even let you in anymore.
God damn.
So
someone say you're untrustworthy.
Yeah. So Justin was like, he's like, if there's one thing my dad taught me was how to forge a document.
What the fuck?
It was the funniest shit in the world. He took a picture, forged, he put his name on it. We were telling him he had to redo it a couple times. And he's like, what about this? And I said it looked like a 5-year-old wrote that shit. And he's like, so he finally gets a good working, he's like, watch me do this. He's like, I'm about to show y'all the power of whiteness. He goes up to the door, and the guy is like, did you just make this right now?
No fucking way. You went to the same bar to try to get in.
He was like, no, he went by himself because I had zero confidence that shit was going to work. I stayed at the stoop. So he went to the security guard. The security guard is like, yo, did you just make this right now? And he's like, no, I had to wake up my wife, and she took a picture of it right now. Yo, thank God he didn't see the black man's finger in the picture. It was hilarious. And he called us over, and we got in. I threw the security guard like $40. I'm like, my bad, dude. just like I just had to. They're my friends. So yeah, that was my week so far. It was good. After that we got severely drunk. It was good.
It sounds like you guys were severely drunk before the fucking festivities began.
Apparently, him and Jesus had several bottles of wine before they came over.
Several bottles?
Like 2 bottles of wine.
The inflection in your voice sounds like you don't believe the story.
That's what they told me when they got there, and they did look kind of saucy. Jesus couldn't even finish his beer. I had to finish it for him.
Had to.
Wow.
Like a great friend that I am.
I mean, if he didn't finish it, who would?
Exactly. And then we went to McDonald's, and that was a whole different story. We came back over here, woke my grandma and my mom up. It was
that's fun.
A great time. Pucho, how's your week?
It's all right. I've been riding the bike. The tenderoonies are much less tender. Okay. I purchased bike shorts, and they've made, in combination, I actually don't know what's the full, it's the bike shorts for sure though, but I got a new seat. The seat helps a lot because it's not as long, so it's not like, you know, my junk can hang off the seat now.
So it's not half on, half off.
Right. Well, it would have been able, except the bike shorts come all the way up, so it like cups your dick anyways. So now it's still just uncomfortable. I don't know how these bikers do it, but it's less uncomfortable than before. I tried the bike shorts 2 different ways. I did the boxers with the bike shorts over it, not the wave. And if you're doing this, you're a sucker MC.
I do it that way, but like
you're a sucker MC. You just got to raw dog the bike shorts for sure.
No.
I'm just letting you know. No. As a man who had tenderoonies, man, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you that as a New Yorker in the winter, you just have to put gear on. It's like
no, but you could put gear over your shorts. You just got to wear the bike shorts.
Yeah, no, I don't have enough bike shorts to wear. Those bike shorts, you wouldn't want to touch those with a 10-foot pole after the end of that.
I was going to say, this sounds like you just need to buy some more bike shorts is what this sounds like.
Yeah, bike shorts are going to have major shit stains on them. It's not going to be a nice fucking
Install
story.
the bidet, man.
It's not going to be a nice story. Yeah. You need that layer to keep it clean. Sanitary.
I put my bike shorts on with confidence, okay? My asshole is fucking
impeccable,
clean as a whistle, okay? I don't deal with this.
And that shit is spongy. You don't want the shit particles to settle. You don't want
disagree.
that. Yeah.
I would not want doo-doo stains on them shorts. I'd be pissed. I'd be shit, actually.
Doughy, the bidet life will give you the confidence to sit bare-ass naked right on your couch.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's a higher level of living.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had leather pressed against my asshole, so
it's an
I'm saying you would have the confidence to put a cloth couch direct to ass.
Cloth
direct to the booty hole.
The bidet unlocks potential. Okay.
There's a running theme on these episodes. I don't know if anyone's caught on yet. There's a TV flex. There's bidets. I guess that's our brand.
Yeah. I also got new glasses. I'm surprised you guys haven't noticed or commented on them.
They do look nice.
I should notice them. I look at your face for several hours every week doing these stupid thumbnails.
But yeah,
very nice.
I'm really digging the look. So
that looks good.
I like them.
Looks like you got some of the anti-glare on them too.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how much. You could probably see the porn that I'm watching right now with my glasses. It's a lot. There's a lot of fistings. There's a lot. Okay, I need to tone it down. I need to relax. Let me stop. But how's your week, buddy?
My week's been busy, man. My work life is very hectic right now. I don't give specifics on my work life. I work in IT though. My counterpart is out with a baby, which is exciting. He just had his first son.
Awesome. Congratulations.
But that means that our tiny little IT team that was basically two people is now one person. So I've just been all over the place, dude. I spent 9 hours fixing one issue on Monday because we had this major outage. It's been nonstop. So in my very limited free time, I've been able to stick to my workout plan. I'm on week 5 now, so that's pretty exciting. And I've been playing the hell out of God of War. I've been playing so much God of War, and apparently I'm barely even in the game. Even barely 10% into the game at this point. Somehow, I think I just get too distracted way too easy. And I've been probably not leveling myself up properly or leveling my gear up properly because I don't like the look of the bulky armor. So I've just been wearing that little the straight up nipples free armor that Kratos has.
Ooh.
I feel like that's what he wants. I feel like he likes having his flesh exposed. I don't think that he wants the full on the armor all over him. Doesn't look right.
I mean, in the first 3 games, he just had a sash. Mm-hmm. Or he just wore something. Like a shoulder fucking thing. I don't know, but he was nippled out.
Yeah, my Kratos is still nippled out. He's full nipply. But yeah, it's been a pretty solid week. I am enjoying the hell out of the game. I don't know why I've put off playing this game for so long, but now I've got too many games. I picked up Cyberpunk because I watched Crystal's episode and she talked me into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started playing Cyberpunk too. It crashed my PlayStation.
Did it really?
Yeah. It's the PS4 version of the same fucking thing. I put my PlayStation in rest mode and I went to turn on my PlayStation and it was just crashed.
Huh.
So that sucked. But I was enjoying the game. I played through the prologue and I think I did the first mission or 2. I'm right at the point where you could start doing open world shit.
That's right.
Can I insert a topic? Before
yes.
How do you guys feel about...
I forgot to say, in honor of the month, okay? We black people, we love Kung Fu, okay? And I've been like kung fu bitch playing the shit out of Sifu these last like 2 weeks. Great fucking game. I think last week I said, I don't think I'm going to be able to beat it. Because it's just too fucking hard. I beat the game. And I got the best ending. I kicked the game's ass. And I got all the trophies except for one. And I don't think I'm going to grind it out.
I had a tweet that I almost sent out this week that was basically just complaining about how you are able to beat games so quickly. And I just play one game for like several months at a time.
I usually play like 7 games at once. So then I'll be like, oh, I beat this game and I beat this game. I give the perception of like I'm running through these games quick. But really, I'm just... The one game I started like 7 weeks ago. And then I beat that. I don't know. So I just kind of keep swapping through my game.
Still impressive. Still impressive. I don't know the last time that I straight up beat a game. I'm honestly trying to think of like the last game that I fully beat, and I cannot think of which game that would have been.
It's gonna be God of War.
It's definitely gonna be God of War. God of War's got its hooks in me. Control is also on my list. I need to beat Control, and then I guess next up is Cyberpunk. I've got it downloaded, installed, and ready to go, and it's 0 playtime so far. I don't need another open world game to play while I'm playing God of War.
Yeah, I know that's my problem. I started Cyberpunk yesterday, and I was enjoying it, and then I remembered Horizon came out today, so I started playing that, and so I'm like, I can't play 2 open world games at once. So
that's a lot. That's a lot. And they said there's how many hours in that Horizon game?
I don't even know. The first game to do everything was like 50 something hours. So if it's the same, it's hefty. It's not like Skyrim or fucking Fallout levels of ridiculous, but it's still 50 something hours. That's a lot.
Oh, dude, we've still got Dying Light 2 also.
I did buy Dying Light.
I've got Dying Light 2. I've heard Doughy picked up Dying Light 2.
Yeah, Tony got it too. Yeah. And we were deep cocking, all right?
You know what the problem is though? There's like 500 hours or something in Dying Light 2, right? Isn't that what they said? To do everything in the game, it's something ridiculous and undoable, basically.
Yeah, I wonder how they measure that. Like, does it get all those ridiculous weapons and stuff? I don't know.
Does that mean that we have to put 500 hours into platinum it though? Because that's going to be I'm never getting that platinum. I'm not going to put 500 hours into that game.
Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, I wouldn't either. No way in hell.
I wanted to mention before you guys hijacked my statement.
Go for it.
How dare you, Mateo?
Nintendo did some real shiesty shit this week. It's a real grimy move by Nintendo. Like cool. They're going to close the store down. Okay, we can't expect them to keep a store open forever. I don't see why not. But let's say, that's the issue. The way that they deleted a section of their FAQs as simultaneously so that nobody could come back and hit them with their own shit, that's a real calculated move that they did, and it sucks.
What do you mean nobody could go back and hit them with the shit? I'm a little oblivious with...
Can you explain?
I'm not super familiar. I read the article on Kotaku, and that's about all the research I did into that.
So they had this section in their FAQs that talked about video game preservation and what their duty is to preserve their games. And they had this whole statement laid out. Oh, we're going to keep putting our games out. And now the shit says, we have no duties to preserve these games. Basically, it's like the placeholder that was in that area. It just says like, nah, we don't have to do anything. And it sucks, bro, because I just bought the 3DS like a year and a half ago. So now I'm going to have to like either learn how to hack it or put hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars into 3DS games.
I mean, 3DS games might be an even bigger collector item now. So like this could be the time to hop on and start picking those games up.
He's talking about buying them digitally.
Digital.
Yeah, you're crazy. Just hack the fucking console. A hack just came out. Like, they announced that they're closing down the shops, and they're like, perfect. We got a Wii U hack, and we got a 3DS hack.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Wii U also, man. Wii U's a great console. It sucks that, these consoles have to go bye-bye after a while. Same shit's gonna happen with the PS Vita, the PS3. And for me, that's a shame. It's a real fucking shame, and it's the reality of all this stuff that we're buying. It's like eventually we're not gonna be able to use it. I think that sucks.
Digital ownership is going to have to change soon. I think there's going to be some changes to digital ownership if this is the way, if this is the way of the future, which it is. I think that I don't think physical copies are ever going to go away completely, but I think you're going to find less and less of your buddies that have that pretty little PlayStation collection up on their shelf. Because why would you do that when you could just save that shelf space and just be all digital, right?
Yeah, I was just reading an article the other day talking about how hardware sales are tanking. Like people buying physical discs and shit like that. It's just like the only things that are really keeping this stuff alive are like the little companies. I even forget which ones are popular, but they'll be like, oh, we'll make a physical Shovel Knight, even though like the Shovel Knight guys were probably not going to do it or something, but they'll like make deals with developers to basically make physical versions of their like indie games and stuff. Mm-hmm. And they're saying it's like a niche thing where people do want to own something physical. And I mean, I've done that too. Like I remember when the Witcher 3 DLCs came out, mm-hmm. There was like I could have just bought the DLC online, but there was like, if you go and buy the physical version, it comes with a Gwent card deck. So the card game inside of the game, you could play it physically. And I was like, oh yeah, I want those fucking card decks.
That's pretty cool.
So I bought the DLCs physically to have the cards.
That's pretty cool though. I like that one. I like collector's items that are like unique like that though. Like the little statues and shit. I don't really care too much for. But you give me like a playable deck of Gwent cards, I'm all in. That sounds badass.
Yeah.